look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines to... So Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Biyombo at the 5 down low. Pass to Castle. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. It's rebounded by Hayes. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. On the wing, Reeves. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Castle.
I love how aggressive Reeves is. He does not shy away from contact.
Shoot 2.
Reeves taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And it's good for 2. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Bounce pass from Paul. Shoots a fader. Biyombo. That's good.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
Here's Goodwin. His last outing, 16 points for him.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Barnes left side. Doncic against Paul. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Castle. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
In the last meeting of these 2 teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Luka Doncic.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Barnes down low. Working on Finney-Smith. Barnes can't get it to go. Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Paul left side. Biyombo, the pass to Vassell. Goodwin with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Biyombo, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 10. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And here's a good chance now to show you the rookies that in the second half of the season have been getting it done at the free throw line. You look at Castle, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
No doubt he's earned his spot among the great rookie free throw shooters through hard work and repetition.
Will it go? And he's good on the three ball.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Here's Reeves. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. 11-point game. Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Pass to Reeves. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Castle. The three. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Second team foul. At the line for one, Jackson Hayes.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama. He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Doncic with a screen for Reeves. Over Castle. Reeves can't hit. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Vassell. It's three-pointers off the mark. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. The Lakers moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. Rebound San Antonio. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
He's looking for Hayes and finds him. Shoots over Biombo, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hayes has got 11.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Pass to Biombo. Now Johnson. With some arc, and it's good. 2 points.
Wonderful touch from Johnson.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Coloco's checked in. Vanderbilt comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Doncic. Then for the Spurs, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Harrison Barnes. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Wesley, the pass to Sohan. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. And here is Los Angeles now. 10-point lead. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Vincent's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Castle. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New Orleans. Pass to Wesley. 5 on the clock. Over Vincent. San Antonio again missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Mamu Kelishvili. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Goodwin. Los Angeles leading by 14. Pass to Koloko. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Lakers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
They get it again. Pass to Vincent. Good on the three-point shot. Vincent's got 7.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
They set the pick. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Connect with it. Still yet to score. Now Wesley. Pass to Sohan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the first one drops. And so Sohan nails both of them. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 12-point game. Vanderbilt gets a wide-open look. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Sohan, the pass to Mamu Kalishvili. Here's Wesley. Defended by Vincent. Clock at 4. Here's Sohan. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Pass to connect. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Sohan. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Vincent, the pass to Vanderbilt. Fires the 3. And Wesley pulls it down. Spurs trail by 13. Johnson down low. And he also played really well in the win against the Pelicans.
I love whenever Johnson looks to really score inside. Certainly has the touch and the confidence to get it done in there.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. And it's Sohan missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Champagny in at the center. Los Angeles leading by 11. Pass to Vincent. Goodwin with it. Goodwin sets a screen for Hayes. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
The kick out to Barnes. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the left wing. Shot clock at 3. Vincent buries it from 3-point range. Vincent's got 10.
The all-around game of Reeves continuing to develop. You just love that pass.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Reeves. Back to Paul. A 3 ball. Vassell, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Vassell, a screen on Reeves. Barnes kicks to Vassell. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Vassell. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
Make some noise for the Lakers at 3.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Vincent. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Vassell, the pass to Champagny. Here's Paul. They set the pick. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Barnes outside. Over Finney-Smith. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter. Doncic passes to Reeves. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Castle.
Creating havoc. Reeves loves to stick his nose in there.
For Los Angeles, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
While the jump shooting teams have had more success, I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Biyombo is checked in for the Spurs.
I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't want a player like Austin Reeves. This is a guy who is willing to sacrifice on both ends of the floor.
Here's Barnes. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Goodwin. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Goodwin's got 5 now.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Back to Reeves. Fires from deep. No good from Finney-Smith.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Biyombo in the post. Covered by Hayes. There's a good screen. Here's Paul. And the basket is good. Paul's got his first points in this one.
It's his agility that helps Paul beat interior defense, especially when it's tight like this.
Spurs trail by 18. Vassell kicks to Barnes. Over Finney-Smith. Barnes can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Lakers in 5th.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And the Spurs with possession here. Pass to Biyombo. Paul outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Vassell, no good. Lakers leading by 18. Finney-Smith passes to Hayes. Over to the left wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 5 now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Vassell, no good.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
It's bandstand time. Get ready to hit like everyone's watching. The next transfer. We have a camera on you.
Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at the Lakers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, San Antonio. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Sohan, the pass to Leslie. From deep. And it's Sohan missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That's a good one. Back to Reeves. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just so skilled in that screen roll. I like watching Reeves break down the defense.
Sohan, the pass to Mamu Kalishvili. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Doncic, no good. Spurs trail by 18. Johnson outside. Wesley, the pass to Sohan. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Sohan inside. The Lakers with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Spurs trail by 19. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 7 points.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch. That's his shot.
Reeves finds Goodwin. The three for Doncic.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the dunk by Sohan.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Group substitution here for the Lakers. Coloco's checked in. Vanderbilt comes in for Goodwin. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And Vincent subbed in for Doncic. Lakers leading by 14. Vincent with it. 9 points last game out. The shot missing. And here is Wesley. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. To the wing on the left. Champagny passes to Wesley. Over Vincent. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Lakers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. The shot's good from Milton.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And it's Sohan missing. Lakers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And Connect gets it to go.
Well, Connect is not just a shooter. He's got the strength to handle that interior contact.
1:36 left in the first half of the game.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How last month turned out for him, he's getting around 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances that do his thing and affect the game.
The free throw drops for Sohan.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
And so Sohan nails both of them. 1:32 left in the second quarter. Vanderbilt with the screen. Pass to Coloco. Here's Milton. Sinks the triple. Milton's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Wesley the pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Vincent, and Wesley pulls it down.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Pass to Sohan. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left to play here in the half. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
On the free throw, no good.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Back to Milton. Pass to Coloco. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers lead by 17. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half court. Front row, please. They're thinking about the shot. Nice try. It's all good. Let's hear it for the...
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a scary sight. Two of you.
Well, we're gonna need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
And both these teams plagued by the injury bug. Here's a look at who's out of the lineup.
And when LeBron James is out, you are missing so many key elements. His leadership, the way he draws defensive attention away from his teammates, just a completely different dynamic.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 17. We've got Doncic. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. 3 on the clock. Paul for 3. Nice D from Doncic.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Hayes with the screen for Goodwin. From outside, off the mark. Spurs trail by 17. Here's Paul, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
And so he hits both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Goodwin finds Hayes. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Jackson Hayes. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Barnes outside. Back to Paul from past the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Them one on Castle.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Paul with the 3, drills the three-pointer. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
Goodwin passes to Reeves. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Austin Reeves. Shooting 1.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A 3 from Barnes. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Reeves outside. Goodwin feeling it out. Here's Hayes. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Chris Paul. He's around 10 points per game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
There's the pick. Puts it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Castle's got 9.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And stolen by Biyombo. Here's Barnes. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Reeves outside. Back to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Nice pass by Reeves. Reading the floor. That's one of his strengths.
Pass to Castle. Now, here's Biyombo. Covered by Hayes. And they're running. Here's Reeves. And it's blocked. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Finney-Smith passes to Goodwin. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Goodwin missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Sohan. Misses the layup. Lakers leading by 15. Doncic attacks. And Doncic throws it down.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Wesley with the ball. Connect picks him up. Offensive rebound. Biombo. Pass to Champagny. And here is Wesley. Clock at 6. Over Connect. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 18. Here's Goodwin. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his third assist on the night.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wesley the pass to Champagny. Here's Sohan. Biombo finds Sohan. They need this. San Antonio again missing. Inside, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
A nice shot by Sohan.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Pass to Champagny. Now Sohan. 18 points for him. Biombo down low. Hayes on him. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Here's Reeves. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. Free throw good, Reeves.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Reeves drops them both. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Sohan the pass to Wesley. Here's Vassell, and that one's on target from the wing. Vassell's got 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. And the first one at the line is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. And both free throws good for Goodwin. The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Lakers with the rebound. Reeves has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Goodwin. They grab their own miss, and Hayes throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For San Antonio, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
At the line for the Spurs, Sohan
Shoot 2.
taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for the Lakers. Connect, he's checked in for Goodwin. And Vincent subbed in for Doncic. And so Sohan nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Johnson surveying the floor. They set the pick. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Champagny. He has yet to score. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Third team foul. Shooting for San Antonio.
Shoot 2.
Sohan, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They set the pick. Rebound, San Antonio. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to connect. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Castle. He's got 9. Now, Sohan. Shot clock at 5. Hits the 3-point bomb. Sohan's got 9 points in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Hayes kicks to Vanderbilt. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Vanderbilt. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
James checked in for Austin Reeves. The Spurs making a switch here. And so Sohan nails both of them. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Pass to connect. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Lakers in 5th.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
The Spurs shooting for the game at 42%. Pass to Castle. Now here's Johnson. Al Paul. Defended by Vincent. Here's the screen. Paul looking around. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Oh, nice body control there from James to get that shot off while taking the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
He's off on the first.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And he's good on the second. And for the Spurs, they're shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Barnes outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Spurs. Now, here's Vanderbilt. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Sohan is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Johnson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Doncic missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Sohan missing. Lakers leading by 20. There's the 3. Doncic outside. Second chance shot, and it goes down 2 points.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Johnson with it. Paul outside. Johnson left side. A floater, and rebounded by Connect. Connect's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Vincent, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Castle. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles. And San Antonio also making a switch. Champagne's checked in. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
To the paint. Vassell, the pass to Champagnie. Here's Paul. Shoots over Doncic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
Finney Smith finds Goodwin. There's the triple, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Down low. Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by Goodwin, and it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Doncic with it, defended by Paul. And they double up Doncic. Reeves outside. No good on the three. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now, Sohan knocked away. 3-on-3. Goodwin passes to Reeves. Finney Smith. The three-pointer, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Sohan finds Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Lakers on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. To the inside. And it's the Lakers on the break. And it's Goodwin missing. And for the Spurs, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. And it's Wesley missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Doncic with the bucket.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Pass to Champagnie. And Johnson now top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Ooh, barely beating the clock. Good awareness by Johnson.
Johnson against Reeves. Pass to Doncic. And here is Goodwin. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Here's Champagnie. Here's Sohan. Finney Smith defending. And the shot goes in. Sohan's got 13 points in the second half.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Pass to Vincent. And here is Goodwin. Picked by Finney Smith. Count the basket.
Some guys don't like that shot, but Reeves has a lot of confidence in his midi.
Vassell outside. Sohan, the pass to Johnson. Back to Sohan. Banked in off the glass. Sohan's got 4 this quarter.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
The 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Champagnie's got his 5th rebound in this one. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
The man has
has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Reeves outside. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Vassell finds Sohan. Here's the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Lakers passing it around. Doncic right side. On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Vincent. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Almost kind of a throwback wing. Johnson, he likes to slash, put pressure on the defense.
Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. That's a good one. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Paul kicks to Vassell. Johnson, that's for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 14 points for Keldon Johnson.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Hayes. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good from Finney-Smith. And it's the Spurs ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Doncic outside. Tipped away. Here's Castle.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
Paul outside, takes the 3. Nice D from Doncic.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
To the middle. And the Lakers turn it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Here's Champagny. Pass to Castle. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Doncic looking it over. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson,